I hit it.
That was your fuck you of the week.
Yeah.
My fuck you goes out, and I didn't think at first I didn't think I'd have a fuck you of the week, but I do have a fuck you of the week. We didn't even touch on wrestling.
No, we didn't.
Really?
We got to do that next time.
My fuck you of the week goes out to Samantha Irvin, and here's why.
Jesus.
My fuck you of the week actually goes out to Samantha Irvin fans.
Her name is Irvin.
Irvin. My fuck you of the week goes out to the Samantha Simps. Samantha Simps are worse than the Cody Crybabies.
Oh my god.
Because the Samantha Simps won't admit that the only reason why they like Samantha Irvin is because she's fine.
That's not why.
They won't admit it. Samantha Irvin does the same ring announcing as the girl in NXT. But nobody gives a damn about the girl. The girl in NXT does the exact same ring announcing. She growls at everything too because she doesn't have bass, which by the way isn't a knock on her. Like women don't usually have bass in their voice, but to compensate for not having bass in their voice, they growl to try to make shit sound bigger. Instead of being able to say Roman Reigns, they say they growl. They fucking growl. And it gets kind of annoying. And instead of and here's the problem. Here's the problem with Samantha Irvin. She would be a mild annoyance at most. Now my friend Kyle fucking hates her. Like he mutes it when she comes on.
Oh my god.
But she would be a mild annoyance at most. Like I wouldn't care one way or the other. Really, and honestly, I wouldn't have even been able to tell the difference. And there was a point when I didn't. There was a point when I would watch an NXT thing and think it was the same girl that was on Raw or SmackDown or whatever. Like, I wouldn't have even fucking known the difference. Except Samantha Simps got online and kept calling her the fucking greatest of all time. They kept calling her the fucking GOAT. They kept bringing attention to this, at best, mid-level fucking ring announcer. At best, mid-level.
I'm not gonna let you do this.
And y'all motherfuckers brought attention to just how bad she actually is at this ring announcing shit.
Not gonna let you and Kyle.
And so you Samantha Simps out there, I just want you to know. And here's my fuck you to you comes with is a little gentle because it's a little gentle but it's a little harsh. I'm gonna break a fucking something to you that you have never thought of before but needs to be brought to you. And I was in your position before. When I was 19, 20, there was this young girl that caught my attention.
What the fuck?
Man, she ruined my life.
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Hold on.
Can you not hear me?
No, you said a 19-year-old girl. You said you were 19 and there was a young girl to caught your attention. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm gonna need you to clarify.
She was 19 too. Nigga.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Now you need to say that. Now you need to say that because it's 2024 and bad shit keep happening. Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you something. Look in the camera. Look in the camera. Are you Samantha Simps? Look in the camera. She's not leaving Ricochet for you.
The fuck she not?
She's not leaving Ricochet for you.
You know she like bald dudes with beards, right?
She's not leaving Ricochet for you. You can't do a 450 spin from the ground with no... You can't... Did you see... There was a video of them just like walking somewhere and somebody asked Ricochet to do a backflip real quick and he just did a backflip in like church shoes and shit. You can't do that. She's not leaving you.
You don't?
She's not leaving him for you.
Did you see how she reacted when The Rock came out?
So your simping of her online is not going to facilitate her going to junior prom with you or you know writing your name on her notebook or anything.
So you don't think she want to go to Walmart with me?
She does not want to go to Walmart with you, Trey.
But I like Walmart.
She's not going to Walmart. She is with Ricochet. She's with Ricochet. She's with Ricochet right now.
Listen.
And Ricochet is about to be the king of WWE speed. I don't know what the fuck that is, but he's about to be the king of that shit.
2-minute matches.
And that's not you. That's not you, though. That's right. Because
I put up an hour.
And she's stuck with this man through a leaked video controversy about a year or so ago that's been memory hold that motherfuckers forgot about, where there was a video of Ricochet poking himself in the asshole. She's stuck with him through that.
I didn't hear about that. Pause. No Diddy.
Which means she's not leaving him for you.
Wait, Ricochet was at them Diddy parties?
So
you gotta tell him no.
So you got to tell him no.
No.
Because Triple H won a party, and you got to tell him no.
Don't do that.
Because Paul Levesque won a party, and you got to tell him no.
Right,
She's not leaving him for you. So you can stop simping for her all over the internet. You can stop putting her as the GOAT. Off the top of my head, Howard Finkel, Gary Michael Capetta, Michael Buffer, who didn't know shit about wrestling, Mike McGurk, Tony Chimel. That's 5, Lillian Garcia. That's 6 who are far ahead of her. She's not the GOAT. And also, since there's the girl in NXT who is doing the exact same thing the exact same way, and she's not the GOAT,
still in her style.
Why is Samantha Irvin the GOAT? Oh, that's right, because she's prettier.
I don't know.
Stop.
Never heard of
Just stop. Get some help.
This cat.
Stop.
We got to get that in there too.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, Samantha Sims. Fuck y'all. Worse than the Cody Crybabies. Worse. Stop. Just fucking stop. That's my fuck you of the week. You got a good vibes only, Trey, or you want to respond? You feel like
I'm responding. Let me put that back up here. Listen, I'm not a Samantha Sim personally. I don't think she's leaving him for me. I think Samantha's fine. I'm not like crazy.
She is.
But what I'll say is, and she's super talented. She's
very talented in
I'm more impressed by that.
Ring announcing. And
I'm more impressed by that.
She can play the flute and she can sing. Good for her.
Listen,
she's not the GOAT ring announcer though.
Do you see whose name's at the bottom? It's not your turn. Okay, I'll put yours up when it was your turn. It's my turn. God damn it. Listen, Samantha has great emotion. I'll put that because she is definitely a fucking fan. I will say that for sure. Her fandom when she's announcing is what gets me. I love that. Now, what I will say, similar to you, is that I hate the fact that they show her on camera every 30 seconds now. And I think she's fine, but I don't need to see her every 30 seconds in every match. She'd be announcing, she'd be in the ring for like here comes Natalya versus, be a throwaway match. And everybody be like, and coming to the ring, Natalya. Like, why Samantha Irvin in the match? This ain't no championship battle. Yeah, but just get her in the ring.
Because she's fine.
I'm aware. I'm agreeing with you.
Which, by the way, is okay.
I'm agreeing with you.
Because guess what? But here's the thing. Guess what we didn't do? Guess what? We experienced this just like maybe 5-6 years ago. But what we didn't do was call her the GOAT. Do you know who I'm talking about? JoJo.
I called her.
We didn't fuck around and call JoJo the greatest ring announcer of all time.
Well, that's because she wasn't that good.
Neither is Samantha Irvin, motherfucker. But we just appreciated that JoJo was fine.
No, you see,
we appreciated that JoJo and is JoJo's still fine in her grieving state. And listen. God bless the man that tries to come behind Bray Wyatt, because those are some big fucking shoes to fill. But we appreciated that JoJo is fine and left it at that. You don't need to talk about Samantha Irvin in the GOAT conversation of ring announcers.
Listen, you sir, out of line. You are out of line, okay? Because you brought up JoJo, and let me say something to you, okay? I will always bring up JoJo. I never in my fucking life mentioned JoJo being close to a GOAT announcer. Let's be very clear.
That's the point.
It's not the point. You're missing the point. You're making my point, because it's not just that she's fine, because JoJo is way finer. Especially then, she was smoking Samantha. Let's be very 100%.
Clear. 100%.
They could have showed her every other episode or every other match. I would have been like, hell yeah. When they did all, remember New Day put that box of cereal on her booty, the booty-os, and they were standing in the back like this, and she was standing there looking back. Man,
you're not wrong.
You want to talk about simping before that word even existed? JoJo?
You're not wrong.
I was heartbroken when Bray pulled her. Now that one I thought I had a chance at. I don't know why, but I thought I did. Okay, so real quick, just for a point of clarity on your last point, just to clear up. So you think JoJo is better than Samantha Irvin?
No.
Okay.
And that's not what I'm saying.
Okay. I understand you're offended just by the GOAT mentioning. You think
I'm offended by the GOAT mentioning.
I personally, I look at Howard Finkel. I love Howard Finkel. I think Howard Finkel is
the GOAT.
I think Howard Finkel's that guy.
The GOAT.
Yeah,
he's the GOAT.
But so like when they start saying all that shit, I'm like, I don't get that. But I do like how she announces, because I love the emotion. Like when I watched her doing Cody's shit when he won, I was like, that's fire to have a fan announcing, because she's so emotional about it. You could
even if you do that. Even if you make that point, you don't have to put her in the GOAT conversation.
Not yet.
Because I'll even take that point.
It ain't been long enough.
Not yet.
Yeah, it ain't been long enough.
Because I have been a fan long enough to have seen other great other better ring announcers.
She hasn't passed Lillian Garcia for me.
No,
I can't do that. People forget she sung the national anthem coming out. She used to do the shit back and forth with The Rock. They had the storyline. Like, yeah, she got one with Logan Paul off recently. That's cool. With Ricochet, cool. But it ain't like, you know what I mean? You got to put some. It's got like Michael Cole, for instance.
And even if you want to talk about announcers,
huh? Good.
Even if you want to talk about female ring announcers, there are two before her. There's Lillian Garcia, and there's Mike McGurk, who was around in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
You'd have to see like some Coliseum home video shit to see her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that one.
But she was better. But she was better. Like and Mike, listen, Mike McGurk's story is a whole like her and Vince McMahon, like she's a part of that. Like she's filed a lawsuit on Vince back in the day.
God,
like there's a whole fucking Vince reason why we don't know about Mike McGurk.
Yeah,
it's all about Vince. It's all about Vince trying to fuck her in the back of his limo.
Of course, I think it just takes time though. I think it's one of those things like Michael Cole, for instance. When we heard Michael Cole, all of us, when Michael Cole came out in the early 2000s and he became a ring announcer, none of us would have been like, "Oh, Michael Cole is now."
97.
Yeah. But I'm saying like sitting at the table all the time consistently. That was like
actually 96 because he was still there when Todd Pettengill was there.
He was in the backstage,
like
though. He was doing interviews and shit. He was doing interviews.
Yeah.
But this is my thing. We would have never said, no matter how good he was on mic, we would have never been like, yo, he's the GOAT announcer at that time.
He's still not. Now, here's the thing.
I agree. No. Wait. Let me say this.
Now.
I think wholeheartedly he is not the GOAT announcer. I hear them saying that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? But here's the thing. If that's your take on it at this point, that's you. I'm not mad at somebody that would have that opinion now. I'm not mad at it now because he's put in he's put years in now. He's put years in at this point. So that's what I'm saying. With her, she's been here for 2 years,
maybe
3 years, maybe. And it's like I respect her. I think she's great. I really do. I like her. I think she's really good. I think it brings a different element. She does look good, so that helps. But I think it's more the emotion. I like hearing that.
Say that part again.
What? The look good part of the emotion.
Look good, so it helps.
It does help. Of course it does. But but that's my point with JoJo. That's why that doesn't help your argument to me because I think JoJo better than her. But I never looked at JoJo like, yo, she adding so much to the show. Other than me being like, damn, every time she was on camera, that part added to it. Because I don't do that when I see Samantha.
That's my point. Is that we've had bad ring announcers before. We've had like sexy ass ring announcers before.
Right.
And I feel like that's part of a generational thing too. Is that this generation now, because Samantha Irvin is as fine as she is, has to or feels like they have to elevate her to a level that she hasn't reached. Even if you want to say yet, I'll give you yet. Hasn't reached. Even if you want to say yet. In part because we have at the moment a black female ring announcer on NXT who ring announces the exact same way that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about her. And she does the exact same thing, the exact same way. She growls. She does the exact same shit. So
was she doing it before Samantha?
She actually got a little notoriety before Samantha. So if Samantha Irvin is the greatest ring announcer of all time, then so is the NXT chick. But the difference is the NXT chick isn't as pretty as Samantha Irvin. So that's what makes me say that Samantha Irvin's looks is really what drives this symptom.
For most people, online. I would say most people. But that's why I just have to jump in because you're describing me for most of your fuck you because
you're a Samantha simp. Hashtag Samantha simp.
From the looks, I think she's fine as hell. But when you brought up JoJo,
I swipe right on. Hell yeah.
But when you brought up JoJo,
that's where I was like, out of her.
That's why I was like, I said, hold on. Now he didn't mention JoJo. That's different.
I fucked the brakes out of Samantha Irvin. Are you kidding?
I was in love with JoJo. That was different.
I dropped my knee right now for
nigga. Listen, I remember we were finding photos and sending them shits like in our group. Like, yo, did you see this one? Hey, you see this one? We were saying little shit on Twitter or on some other app. We bringing it. Hey, we all sharing. Hey, you seen it? You see
JoJo? If you're watching and you want to be part of my polycule, you will love my other girlfriends. Like, I'll add you in a minute. You wouldn't
solo for JoJo.
Because the girls in my polycule love each other, are close enough friends with each other. Like that support system is so crucial to everything. Also, so they love her and she'd love them. Like it'd be dope. It'd be so dope for all of us. It'd be dope for everybody involved.
Also, a polycule is the funniest shit I ever heard in my life.
It'd be dope. It'd be dope for everybody involved.
That shit sounds ridiculous. Polycule
It'd be
sounds like a molecule.
For everybody involved.
All right. Anyway, look.
Can you imagine him spending your money in a Virginia strip club?
I don't go to strip clubs. I don't like strip clubs.
Can you imagine him?
I mean, I would, but I don't really like.
I mean, Walmart, same thing. It's Virginia. Walmart, same thing. Anyway.
You don't think Samantha will go to Walmart with me?
No. Oh. No, she won't. Even though these cats are on the road all the time and they probably almost exclusively shop at Walmarts.
Right.
I bet you Samantha sits in the car.
Oh,
I bet you she don't actually go in.
She probably go in for him.
She don't go.
You don't think she going for him?
Motherfucker. Man.
No,
she doesn't. She doesn't. She sits in the car and practices her growl. Anyway.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.